Well, Grant's great plan to take over Richmond kind of stalls out there at the Cold Harbor, but good news. Time for a staring contest. Hello and welcome to Civil War in Hindsight. I'm Lieutenant Tommy. With me, as always, is Prospector Johnny, and Johnny Summers here. It's getting warm.
Damn hot.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm still wearing this whole jacket, but I am.
That seems a little ridiculous on your end. I am barely wearing any clothes. I have this shirt on, actually, and
That's it. Just no pants. That's good. It's no pants
just
party.
this shirt.
Yeah, that's fine.
Pooh Bear in it.
Well, Johnny, this week's going to open up with the charge at Cold Harbor. If you remember from last week, we've been fighting around Cold Harbor, Virginia, Lee against Grant.
Yes.
And the heavy rain that stopped him from charging at the end of last week ends. And at the very beginning, early in the morning, that stops. All of Grant's men are ready to go. They're rip-roaring. And through musket fire and cheers, Lee's men are woken up. And then successfully repel our charge with their strong fortifications behind the Chickahominy River.
Oh.
Yay. Grant was attempting to ram through at all costs. Those costs were particularly high as Union troops gain ground, but then they get hit from enfilade fire. So, like, as they gain ground, like, the line bends, and now they're getting hit from two sides of the Confederate line. Making a very
not good for him.
Big kills. Yeah, it's not great. 7,000 men wounded and killed on the Union side in this part of the battle alone, with an additional 5,000 from the previous 2 days. Oofta. And we were just 8 miles from Richmond, Johnny. That's it. Just 8. They can hear it, what's going on.
Almost there.
In Richmond. But does not look like we're going to...
You know what almost counts in? It's not this.
To cap all this tragedy, Johnny, Lincoln is going to issue more bonds to secure U.S. money, and he wants to start a Bureau of Currency to control the finances of the country. So, yay, big government taking over.
Okay, all right. But somebody has to handle all of this money, right? All these taxes,
federal income tax that's coming in, yeah.
Yeah, somebody needs to manage all of that, right?
So somebody's nephew is going to get
make
a
sure
job.
that we handle it appropriately, make good investments, and don't go into debt as a country that will cripple us forever.
Oh, they can't see that happening. No way. Not if he creates this new...
Not if he has somebody managing the money.
Yeah, no way. Johnny, on the 4th, Johnson is going to again withdraw north from New Hope Church to prepare positions in Lost Pine Brush Mountains. Meanwhile, Grant Lee are entrenching themselves from each other and just staring at each other. But Grant's going, well, I tried to charge and that didn't work, so we're going to sit here for a second.
So he's just going to hunker down and dig in and wait for him to come?
And then Lee goes, I remember what I did at Pickett's charge. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that again, so we're going to sit here too.
Are they at least going to take the occasional pot shot?
That happens. Yeah, people are still dying. Like don't get.
Thank God.
Yeah, don't.
I was worried that maybe they were just gonna, wait it out.
Don't be crazy. Finally, some good news, Johnny. On the 5th, Confederate forces underneath Jones in the Shenandoah Valley, they're going to clash up against Federal raiders underneath Hunter. Charges and countercharges are going to see Hunter routing Jones' forces, including killing Jones himself during the battle. Hunter is going to move to Staunton and continue his raids. Federals are going to lose 780 men to Confederate 1,600. So...
Oh, look at that. Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got him. There you go. We killed more than you did.
Yeah. Yep. Meanwhile, Lincoln is debating his vice president choice. He doesn't want Hamlin anymore, and he's trying to find a what they call a war Democrat, which is a Northern Democrat that's supporting of the war, to join with him to create like a unified front. The war Democrats and the Republicans joining together to create a unanimous... electional support for Lincoln.
He's vote grabbing, sounds like.
I don't think going across the party
everybody.
lines to pick somebody else as your VP is the best of choices that you can make, and I foresee that there might be some problems with what happens when those two are at odds, politically speaking, say on something like slavery or say on something like Reconstruction or...
No, the president is the president and the vice president shuts the hell up and sits down. What do you mean there'd be...
Yeah, unless the president dies unexpectedly.
Why? Well, that's not likely to happen. How many times has that happened?
A couple times.
A
Couple times.
16?
Couple times.
I'll take those odds.
Yeah, it's a couple times. All right, Johnny, on June 6th, we're going to see Johnson and Sherman stare at each other, while Grant and Lee are going to stare at each other.
Good. Up and down the ranks. Might as
down
well
the ranks.
everybody.
The 7th is going to see Lincoln unanimously getting the nomination for Republicans and war Democrats for president. His VP still up to debate. That's not solidified yet, but it looks like Lincoln's going to get the nod for the Republican ticket. On the 8th,
shocking.
Morgan is going to raid and capture Mount Sterling, Kentucky, with his men. They're going to steal $18,000 from a local bank. Hope that money...
That's just bank robbery.
Yeah, that's all
Just
they did.
bank robbery.
Straight up bank robbery.
They are bank robbers.
Yep.
And why don't they go steal from a Confederate bank? Get all those Confederate bucks.
Oh, yeah, because those are worthless.
Or do
They
those
don't want those.
not hold any value?
Those don't hold no value. Those are not, yeah.
They have to come up and take our money that actually is worth something still.
Johnny? Also on the 8th, Lincoln is going to pick his new VP. His name is Andrew Johnson. He's going to be unanimously nominated for president and vice president. Johnson is a military governor of Tennessee and a Democrat. This should be fun to see how that actually goes out. Now,
Okay.
I have to point out unanimously is a loose term. 20
No, it's not.
of
Unanimously means everybody.
Yeah, well, 20
That's
20
a
of those,
very clearly defined, easy to define term, Tommy.
Yeah, 20 of those unanimous votes actually went to Grant for president. But then after Lincoln won, they're like, well, we're going to change our vote afterwards to Lincoln.
Is that so they didn't end up in the gallows?
I'm going to go ahead and guess that that's probably something to do with it. Yeah, Lincoln doesn't do very well. Remember that congressman that we sent to, Canada and got out of the United States because he
Don't remember
supported the
anything about
Confederates?
that.
Yeah, it was an Ohio one. Yeah. Yeah, Valentino
that's a
or something
totally
like that.
Normal, okay thing that Lincoln did. That's fine.
Something with a V. Yeah, Johnny, the week's going to end on the 9th with Lincoln announcing his plans for a 13th Amendment to end slavery, so that's good. Don't like slaves.
Yeah.
And
Great.
Free them. That'd be fun. And Grant, Lee, Sherman, and Johnson, they're all still staring at each other, so we're going to have to wait till next week to see if anything concludes on either of those fronts. That's it for this week in Civil War in Hindsight. If you enjoy Civil War in Hindsight, check out Historic Hindsight. We do all kinds of fun things. We've blown up with our shorts. I got shorts on guns. I've got shorts on Lost Cause myths. I've got shorts on World War II myths. And apparently if you make fun of the 1911, you punch gun lovers in the nuts and they get real mad. So watch out for some of that stuff.